everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Dana. I normally upload a new video once a week, but it's December, it's the holidays, and I am going all out and uploading every day until at least Christmas. So if you haven't already, now is a great time to subscribe to my channel, stay on top of all of those new videos because there are a lot coming. So today I'm going to be trying this tea by One Stripe Chai, and it's called Chai Me at Home. So I say let's get it steeping before we get into the ingredients or anything. Smells good. Ooh, cardamom. Okay, so I got my clear glass mug from David's Tea, and then I have my metal basket infuser. This is actually by Dana Tea, which is my brand. I just this year took my first steps towards launching a brand of my own. I have a dream of someday owning a tea and teaware company, and this little guy is my first step. It is just like a simple metal basket infuser, and it's my first product. I sell it on Amazon. I chose a metal basket infuser because every cup of tea I make, I use a metal basket infuser. Like, I never use anything else because metal basket infusers, you can't really break them. They're durable, they last forever, they're easy to clean. They're just my favorite way to make tea. So if you want to support my dream and have a really nice, reliable way to make tea, my Amazon link for this infuser is always in the description box. But enough about that. Let's get our tea steeping over here. I'm just gonna take a scoop with my David's Tea Perfect spoon and right into my infuser. Pour in our water. Wow, that turned colors fast. Look at that. All right, now we can set this to the side and check out the loose tea and see what we can learn about One Stripe Chai. So this is called Chai Me at Home. It's a masala chai blend. I did get this in a Sips by box. It was my November discovery box, and it's by One Stripe Chai. Oh, and I remember when I unboxed this, I was like, wow, look at those beautiful white flowers. Because look at on the packaging here, it's like green and white, and then it has these beautiful white flowers. I didn't even notice. If you look up close, it says next to the stem here, Camellia sinensis, which is the tea plant. So those are tea flowers. So it says, single origin tea. We proudly source our organic, biodynamic, and ethical tea from a 4th generation family-owned tea garden located in the Tinsukia region of Assam, India. And the ingredients are all organic. Assam CTC black tea. I'm not sure what the CTC part refers to, but I'm sure we'll find out. Green cardamom, black peppercorn, and ginger. Ooh, and it looks like they're located in Portland, Oregon. And to brew, bring half a cup of water and half a cup of any milk plus 2 tablespoons of chai blend to a boil. Boil on high/medium for 5 to 8 minutes. Strain and add sweetener as desired. So that is like a traditional stovetop chai. So I probably should have done it that way, but here we are. I have it just steeping as a normal tea. But it's nice to know that that's like sort of the idea behind it. Let's take a look at the loose tea and see how it looks. I just generally prefer my teas with just water. Like I like milk-based drinks sometimes. Like sometimes I want a latte, sometimes I want a chai latte. But for the most part, I just enjoy even chais as just like a hot tea with water. But here's how it looks in the spoon. Has really nice fine pieces of that Assam black tea. You can see a big cardamom pod. Let's dump it out and get a really good look so you can see how nice and little those pieces of black tea are. And right off the bat, I feel like I see all the ingredients. So look at that. So we definitely see the black tea. The cardamom, we got some big beautiful pods, and then it looks like we do have some smaller pieces as well. Black peppercorns, I see those guys. Here's one right there. And of course the ginger, which are these chunks. Ginger is like my favorite ingredient in any tea. So this tea doesn't really seem like what I would think of as just like the traditional masala chai where it's like cinnamon, cloves, ginger, you know, like all of those things. This is more like a chai for me because it just has the green cardamom, the black peppercorn, and the ginger. Ginger is my favorite. I love cardamom as well. And black pepper always adds such a good like depth to the spice. It just adds like a little extra, you know, like depth, like a little something special to sort of like bring it all together into a really great chai. So I say next, let's go on their website and see what we can find out about One Stripe Chai and what else we can find out about Chai Me at Home. I'm gonna follow them for sure on Instagram. Oh wow, so beautiful and colorful. Oh, they have a picture of our new vice president, who is half Indian. Her mother was an immigrant from India, which is amazing. I'm just so excited about our new vice president-elect. My husband is an immigrant from the Philippines, so someday when we have kids, they're going to be half Asian as well, just like Kamala. I mean, not South Asian, but you know, so they, like someday my kids will never have to grow up in a world where they don't see people with similar stories and similar backgrounds to them in positions of power. They never have to live in a world where they don't see someone like that, you know? So it's exciting for me and I hope it's exciting for you too. So onestripechai.com. Masala chai concentrates and blends handcrafted in Portland, Oregon. I want to find like the About Us page. Story. Farah Jassani, Chief Chai Officer. I assume she's the founder. All right, it says, I have to start by explaining my relationship with chai. I'm Indian, so drinking chai is basically in my blood. I have memories with chai that most people in the US have with coffee. That experience of being young and watching all the adults drinking this hot beverage religiously, anxiously awaiting until I was old enough to have a mug of my own, were some of my first. I still remember getting my first cup in a small light amber mug with a matching saucer, which I used to cool the chai down and slurp up. At mosque, it was a ritual to meet by the chai in the back courtyard where white styrofoam cups flooded the scene. We dunked our Ritz crackers in the beverage as we caught up on school, life, and who was dating who. In college, I abandoned my chai and Ritz ritual for a new libation, coffee. Coffee was the new partner in crime through all-night study sessions and long walks across campus in the winter. Soon enough after college, I was reacquainted with chai, but I still avoided ordering chai lattes at coffee shops because I always found them to be too sweet or incredibly bland. Fast forward about 5 years and I found myself in Portland launching a chai company to bring the South Asian beverage back to its roots, starting with craft coffee shops. The idea of One Stripe Chai fell into my lap randomly and serendipitously, the way most great things tend to fall into laps. I really like that story. I agree that chai at like coffee shops is weird. Like you don't really taste the spices so much, but I do notice the sweetness as well. I worked at Starbucks, you know, on and off for like probably about a year and a half. And I worked in a different coffee shop as well, just a small one. And I never drank chai lattes at those jobs because they were weird. All right, so I'm gonna find the Chai Me at Home. Wow, cool. Ooh, they have stickers that say chai or die. Wow, chai spice stroop waffles. This is cool. And then of course they have concentrates and they have date syrup. And they have a turmeric latte blend. Okay, but let's see the Chai Me at Home. All right, here, oh, they have a whole long backstory. I love this. I love their website. I love their story. I love this so far. The Chai Me at Home blend is our take on masala chai that's typically brewed in South Asian homes locally and abroad. Our co-founder, Farah, grew up in a home where chai was brewed twice a day, every Friday evening after mosque, and every single time she visited a family member's home. This blend is based on her mom's masala chai, with lots of strong black tea blended with cardamom, ginger, and black pepper. Chai is a personal drink and can be different from home to home and person to person. Some people boil their water first and then add milk. Some people brew for a few minutes, while some will simmer for 10 minutes or longer. Our recipe is meant to be simple, combining a little bit of everything at once and brewing for a long period of time, making sure all the flavors combine perfectly for a strong cup of masala chai. Feel free to stray and find what's best for you. As always, our black tea is directly sourced from a small organic and biodynamic farm in Assam, India. I'm curious if there's information about what the CTC means. We use a premium brand orange pekoe black tea from the upper regions of Assam in India. This tea is rich in flavor and is processed using the crush, tear, and curl CTC. I should have known that. I literally wrote an ebook where I explained like how different teas are processed, so I should literally know that, which is responsible for its granule form. Along with providing calming and relaxing benefits, black tea helps promote healthy digestion. The low amounts of caffeine in black tea provide a boost in energy without overstimulating the heart. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the infuser and then we can move on to tasting our chai. Look how beautiful, that deep, like, it's almost like a reddish color. All right, let's go ahead and give it a try. I love the combination of the cardamom and the black pepper with the black tea. I think like it's a strong black tea. And when they use that cut, tear, curl method and end up with those really tiny like tea granules, I find that it tastes a lot stronger, and like Assam teas are strong anyway, like they have like a kind of strong like bold malty flavor. And that black pepper is stronger than I expected. The black pepper and the cardamom come together really nice. This isn't really what I, as like an American person, I guess, think of as like a masala chai. And I really love how in the description they explained how in different households it's different. And that's a really cool thing about different cultures is like, you know, we can learn here and there, like we can learn what spices are common in different cultures, cooking and tea and things like that. But when it comes down to it, like culture goes all the way down to your family. Your family will make their chai different than like the family across the street might, because they have all different influences from different people in their family and different things that they like and different personal preferences. So it's so honestly fascinating. And I really like this chai. To be honest, like I really do think this would be amazing as a chai latte because it's not a sweet side of chai. It definitely has a deep spice and like the strength of the black tea. I feel like this tea could really stand up to the milk. You know, desserty teas and like cinnamony teas, those make amazing lattes because they sort of imitate like a dessert. Whereas this would really like hold its own with milk. Yeah, the spice is so strong that it really would cut through that milk and still like you'd still taste the tea and the spices because they're so like vibrant and strong and like powerful. This is so awesome, and I love that it comes directly from someone's family recipe. It's so like, it's so specific, you know, compared to, I don't know if that's the right word, but compared to other chais I've had from bigger tea brands who are just tea brands. They make chai, they make herbal teas, they make dessert blends, they make, you know, everything. But I love that this brand is so like focused down on chai. Like they have just this blend, like a turmeric blend, and then chai concentrates. So it's just focused on this one thing. And it's like this very deeply spicy, strong, perfect chai. If you're more a fan of like a cinnamon-based, like sweeter kind of chai, this might not be the one for you. But for me, who loves spice more than anything, like this is perfect for me. And I would make this with milk. I would do this as a latte. Probably not on a daily basis because like milk just isn't my preference with tea for the most part. But I think if I were going to do a latte or something with milk, this would be an amazing candidate because it wouldn't shift into that like dessert, like sweet territory very easily without sweetener at least. The black pepper and the cardamom really make a nice team. This is awesome. Like honestly, I could picture this being one of my staples. Like I could absolutely picture myself buying more of this, but I really love that they are trying to supply coffee shops with a good chai. I would love to see more cafes and things carry a chai like this. It's really like, I keep saying like vibrant, but it really is. It's very like impactful flavors. Like it's very strong. Like this is a chai that doesn't back down. And I think it's fantastic. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Chai Me at Home from One Stripe Chai. I definitely enjoyed making it because it's delicious. I hope you and your families are staying safe and healthy. I hope you're having a beautiful holiday season and a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.